Hi everyone, this is Anna from All DIY Crafts, and I want to make some flour sack towels for my mother-in-law who is an avid gardener. So what I have here is my Cricut Design Space open. I'm going to go to Images, and I'm going to type in flour up top in the search, and let's see what we have with our subscription. So we have plenty of designs to choose. I was kind of thinking maybe something with some wording to see what we could come up with. There's a lot to choose from. Okay, so what I found is I found a couple of these that actually have sayings, and it's under the keyword flowers. And I want to do a couple of colors, not just one color. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one that says no rain, no flowers. We'll go ahead and insert that image. And it's a good design. It looks like it's going to cut pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I would like to maybe do these colors a little bit differently. So I'm going to ungroup. And I think I'm going to make the colors just a little bit, I just kind of want to visualize before I decide on the actual colors. So I will click these, and let's look for, I was kind of hoping for a red, which I think looks really nice. And these flower towels are white, so I'm not sure my yellow will show up too well. So I'm not sure, I might make these also red, or I might make, I think I will. I'm going to make those red also, just for the sake of making it a little bit easy. And then I want to make the saying red also, so we're going to go ahead and do that because I'd like it to kind of go together. So this is how we're going to do it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to measure my flower towel and see about what size would be the best for this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select all. And I'm going to make it probably about 7 by 7. So I'm just going to drag it. I'm not going to mess with the proportions because I kind of like the way it is right now. And another thing I want to do is, we've showed this in the past, but if I were to, well, I don't have to select it. If I were to say make it right now, you can see that, first of all, I have two mats of the same color here and here, and then I have this mat which everything is still grouped in, so that looks fine, but I think I want to just combine everything. I think it would just make it a lot easier to cut, and that way I don't have to line things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here, and then I'm going to hold down the control key, and I'm going to click all of these, and then I'm going to say group. Now if we go to make it, you can see that even though I've grouped them all, they're still not showing up onto one mat. So we're going to hit cancel. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click these guys one more time, hit control, 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 and I'm going to weld. Now let's go ahead and say make it and see what happens. So that's much easier to do. So we're going to go ahead and cut our red out, and then we will be cutting our green out. My machine is not connected yet, but I would go ahead and normally hit continue. And don't forget, because this is going to be an iron-on onto cloth, we do need to mirror, and we need to make sure we mirror both of these, not just one. So once I turn on my Cricut, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I turned my Cricut on. As you can see, it's now connected up here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click mirror. So we're going to hit edit here. We're going to click mirror here. Done. And I'm going to also do it here just so I don't forget. The other way that you could do this is you could pick the design in Design Space, pick all, select all, and then mirror it there. I would probably not do that a lot though, because I think I would get confused as to what I mirrored and what I didn't. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this cut. So what I'm going to do is I went ahead and I put it on iron-on. I have the shiny side down, and it is telling me to load. Okay, so now I've put my green on. I have it on a standard grip mat, and we're going to go ahead and click the arrow. So we're going to go ahead and start weeding. I'm going to take our pick tool and we're going to go ahead and start getting the excess of the vinyl out. And I am using two different types of vinyl. One of them is Cricut brand and the other one is Easy Weed, I believe by Sizer. We're done weeding, and this is basically what the design's going to look like once we put it on our flower sack. So let's go ahead and get to the Easy Press and start pressing. Okay, so here's our flower sack, and it's a dish towel, essentially is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it how I think she's going to fold it at her house and try to do it almost perfectly in half, because I'm pretty sure that's how she likes to do things at her house. So this is how I believe she will have it. So I'm going to find the middle point, make sure that there's nothing, no stains or anything. I'm going to make sure all these wrinkles are out. So I found my spot that I'm going to do this on. So I'm going to go ahead, and this will be our work area right here. And there's, you know, quite a few wrinkles in this, as you can see. So what I'm going to be doing is, before I actually press the design on, the Easy Press is at around 235 degrees right now. I'm going to give this a quick press to get rid of any moisture that might be stuck in here, but also to make it a little bit flatter and easier for pressing. And you don't need to press it for very long, just enough to flatten out the area. What I'm going to do first is, I believe I'm going to do the red first, because I think the green leaves will be easier to press. So I'm going to put this right about where I want it. And our Easy Press is ready. I have it set at 300 degrees. I'm going to be doing this press for probably about 15 seconds. I will cover it with my Teflon. I'm going to set my timer for 15, and then we'll just check it. Okay, and we will go ahead and push it down. Okay. It's very hot, so what we'll do is we will go ahead and peel it very slowly. And then this is going to be a little bit more difficult to place, so I have to kind of find how it was all placed in the picture here. I think it was the bigger spots here that we had. Yes, there. Okay, and we will hit our timer to have it ready. Go ahead and repress. Okay, we will remove our Teflon pad and we will gently peel up. And there we have it. Now I like to give this one more press just to make sure that it's in there. As long as it feels smooth, it should be okay, but it's always good to just repress one more time. So I put my Teflon pad down one more time, and then we will repress. Okay. And there we go. So we have this nice little towel. Since she's a big gardener, I think she's really going to like it. I'm not very good at folding these, obviously. Here, we'll just do it like this. And there you go. Okay, this was just one of those quick crafts. My name is Anna from All DIY Crafts. If you like, please hit subscribe, and we'll be back with another fun project. Thanks for joining.